Coverage for millions of Americans enrolled under President Obama's health care law may be in jeopardy this morning. On Tuesday, two federal appeals courts issued conflicting rulings at issue whether the government can help pay for insurance premiums bought on exchanges set up by the government. But the White House is stressing that subsidies for those enrolled will not be affected.
While this ruling is interesting to legal theorists, it has no practical impact on their tax credits right now. You don't need a fancy legal degree to understand that Congress intended for every eligible American to have access to tax credits that would lower their health care costs.
Jan Crawford is at the Supreme Court, where justices will likely take on Obamacare again. Jan, good morning.
Well, good morning, Charlie. You almost got whiplash yesterday. First of all, you had this blockbuster ruling by a D.C.-based federal appeals court that said because the way that the law was written, everyone who got health care insurance through the federal exchange, the website, healthcare.gov, was not going to be eligible for a tax credit or a subsidy to help them pay for their premiums. Now, that would be a big deal because upwards of 5 million people in 36 states get their insurance through that healthcare.gov, and 87% of them are getting subsidies to help pay for their premiums. So if you can't get the subsidies on the federal website, the federal health exchanges, a lot of people across the country are not going to be able to afford to pay for health insurance. But wait, there's more. Then, just a few hours later, another federal appeals court, this one down in Virginia, ruled just the opposite in a similar case, saying, yes, you can still get those tax credits if you get your health insurance through the federal exchanges or if you get them through your state. So we've got this split now, and you can be sure there's going to be an appeal, Charlie.
And so do you think the court will take another look?
Oh, I think absolutely. This is something the Supreme Court, once again, is going to have to wade into and take another run at the Obamacare law. And this case, even more so perhaps than the other two that the court's taken a look at, is huge if this decision is allowed to stand. As one of the judges pointed out yesterday, if you can't get those subsidies in the federal exchange, the entire economic underpinnings of this health care law is going to crumble.